My name is Sam Zerillo. I'm a reporter with the Batavia Daily News, and today I'm here with Matthew Hockey from the Leroy boys basketball team. So again, thank you very much for meeting with me this morning.
Thank you.
Of course. So it's been a really good season for you and the Awaken Knights so far this season. I'm wondering sort of what has helped spark your individual performance so far.
I think my performance, um, I think the chemistry that I have with my teammates, I mean, on the court and off the court, and just the ability that we have together and how well we play together, they're really the reason for the open looks that I get in the games, and they open up opportunities for me to score and play make, um, and we're all friends off the basketball court, and just playing alongside them, it really helps me, and really brings my good performances shows in the games.
Awesome. When you look at the season that you've been having so far this year, and you compare it maybe to last season or previous seasons, how do you feel that you've most improved as a player?
I think definitely I can feel just being on the court and compared to last year, like my confidence is a lot higher this year, and it just feels different playing with the group that we have now, and I just feel like last year I wasn't as confident in shooting everything, passing, defense, and I think being able to play with my friends this year and just the confidence is definitely a lot higher, and I can definitely feel the difference when I'm playing.
Mhm. Now, walk me through your off season a little bit. What did it look like for you coming into the season, and how did that help prepare you for the season that you're currently having?
Yeah, in the fall I play soccer, so I've always played soccer. Helps me, keeps me in shape, and there's a lot of running. And but I mean, I obviously practice basketball, but I think the biggest thing for me in the off season is continuing to like play competitively in games and game situations and scenarios, and playing AAU against good competition and good coaches, and just being able to play with the guys that I played with this off season, and just having competitive practices and being well coached, it definitely helped prepare me for this season and being able to translate that into the games.
Hmm. Now, we're pretty far into the season at this point. Obviously, sectional still to come, and I'm sure you and the team are looking forward to that. But what was your ultimate personal goal for yourself this season? Have you reached that goal yet?
I think that personally, just doing my role on the team, being a leader, and doing whatever it is that I have to do. I mean, each and every game, it can be different, whether I'm scoring or if I'm having a game where I'm not. Just doing what I individually need to do to help the team win, because, I mean, definitely for all of us, the most important thing is winning. And so, I mean, doing my role, and we talk about it before games, the game plan, and each game is different. And so, personally, just doing whatever I have to do each game to help the team win.
Awesome. Now, went into personal goals a little bit. I'm wondering sort of what the team goal is for you and the whole Leroy squad this season. I'm sure there's high hopes for the postseason here, but what is sort of the ultimate goal for your team this year?
Yeah, I think if you asked anybody, any one of us on the team, they would also say the same thing. It's winning sectionals. I think we all know we have a really good shot at doing that. And I mean, when it's sectionals, it's just the games are different. It's anybody's game, so we just have to stay locked in, and really do our roles individually. And are definitely winning sectionals is what we're all looking forward to.
Mm. Now, speaking on that a little bit more, this is the second year of being under Coach Bags, and last year was certainly a great season for you all. And I remember interviewing you last season about that. But coming into this year, lost a few key guys, but it seems like the team has been having maybe even a better season than last year and finds itself at the top of the B1 bracket now, and will probably stay there heading into sectionals. I'm wondering sort of what that transition looked like for you and your team last year coming into this year's. I know when I interviewed you at the beginning of the season, a coach had said that the expectations stayed the same, but how have you and your team sort of built off last season and are now, as you're approaching sectionals this season? How are you and the team preparing for another like tough sectionals now, finding yourselves at the top of the bracket this time around?
Yeah, I think the most important thing is our practices each day. You know, we try to keep them competitive and playing against each other and keep the energy high. And like you talked about last year and how this year we might be even having a better season. I think that all of us being in the same grade this year, I mean, we've played with each other for a long time. Our chemistry is definitely really good. And we were all looking forward to this year. Even last year, we were looking forward to looking ahead to this year because we knew that we were going to play well together. And but yeah, going into sectionals, the most important thing is just keeping us ready and understanding that sectionals is just a different. The games are just different than the regular season. So making sure that while we're at practice and competing against each other at a high level will keep us ready, and we'll be able to get through sectionals.
Mhm. Now, speaking on a specific moment from this past season, I know we talked a little bit about personal goals, but now looking ahead to sectionals, it seems like it's sort of Leroy might have the number one seed locked in at this point. Hornell is right there at number two. You obviously had the game winning shot against Hornell in that game during the regular season, and that was certainly a tough battle for you and the team coming down to the final moments there. I'm wondering sort of what that moment meant to you hitting the game-winning shot against such a good squad and how you and the team take what you sort of learned in that game against Hornell and maybe apply it to a potential matchup come sectionals.
Yeah, I think we watched film on Hornell, and we know that they're a good team. They're well coached. They got some good athletes, and in the first quarter, we didn't really come out very strong, and they got a really big early lead. But we were able to persevere, and we know that we've came back from larger deficits this season. So we clawed ourselves back into that game, but I think learning from that game, if we were to play them again, having played them before definitely will help us. I think we're all pretty confident that if we saw them again, we're gonna win that game again by a larger margin. So I definitely looking forward to. I hope we play them again in sectionals. They're a good team, and it was a good game, and um, I would definitely want to be a part of that game again if that we were be able to give them the chance.
Well, you mentioned there during that you know you and your team have come back from larger deficits before during this season. It seems like what sort of defined this Leroy team this season is sort of the second half play. Like coming out strong in the second half, no matter the deficit, and just pushing through to the end there. And you and the team have been able to accomplish a lot of great comebacks this season so far. I'm wondering, in your opinion, what sort of fuels those second half surges for you and your team that have been so pivotal for you guys racking up so many wins this season?
Yeah, I think that us just really sticking together and our half times, and we talk and we understand that I mean, the game's not over until all four quarters have been played. So uh, but yeah, I think as of late, we're definitely our main goal is trying to get that second half play and transition it into the first half and play a full game like that because you saw it against the Hornell. That really is why we were down by so much into the half and at the end of the first quarter. But yeah, I think the biggest thing right now is getting that second half play and putting it into the first half and playing 32 minutes like that and will be much harder to beat and be able to compete at a much higher level if we're able to do that together as a team.
Awesome. Now, when you look back on the season that you and your team have had so far, what would you say are some things that you're most proud of from maybe your performance and from your team's overall performance?
Yeah, I think that our us being able to have these comebacks against these teams. I mean, we've done it against some pretty good teams, and I think that we're definitely proud of it, and proud of the fact that we can handle that adversity and we can persevere and end up winning those games, even when we find ourselves being down by a lot. And I think that will definitely help us going into sectionals, because even if we are get down in the game at any point, we know that it's not over, and we'll be able to stay mentally focused and get the game won.
Awesome. Um, Now, my last question for you, and I'm sure your focus right now is on basketball, of course. But once this season is wrapped up for you, what is next for you, both sports wise and academically?
Um, well, last year I didn't play a spring sport, but I think this year I'm gonna play tennis. I've played it in previous years, so but I mean now that I'm a senior, I feel like it'll be my last opportunity to play a sport in high school at the varsity level, and I don't want to waste it. Um, Academically, next year I'm right now pretty certainly going to go to Niagara University for college. Um, but basketball is definitely my number one sport, so I haven't really even been thinking about the spring at all. And tennis, we're gonna have a strong group, and I know that we're gonna want to win sectionals there too. And when it comes down to it, that will be the focus. But right now, it's definitely basketball, because Leroy hasn't won it in basketball in over 2 decades, and I know that we all really want to bring a block to the school.
GCC has the programs to prepare you for jobs that are in high demand. Take advantage of high-quality curriculum, excellent faculty, experimental learning, and great facilities. Join us at GCC and be the game changer you've always wanted to be. To learn more, visit genesee.edu/physed.